Is there with us. Akshay, are you there with us? Good morning.
Good morning, Preeti. Good morning.
All right. Yes, when we talk of the NDA meet today, important day ahead, hectic parleys, negotiations, bargainings is in fact expected through the day. Let us get more from you as to, what do we expect with regard to government formation developments today?
Well, Preeti, with both Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu, leaders of the Janata Dal United that is based out of largely Bihar, and the Telugu Desam Party from Andhra Pradesh that is headed by Nara Chandrababu Naidu. Both of these leaders have already extended their support to the government formation, along with the other smaller allies who have already sworn allegiance to the government that is to be formed under the NDA's umbrella. So those promises have been made. However, what was expected out of an alliance government was a seat, a sharing of the cabinet berths, sharing of ministries, sharing of roles in the government, and that is why the NDA meeting is today taking place at the president of Bharatiya Janata Party's residence, JP Nadda's residence, where all of the NDA allies, elected members, leaders of the political parties will be coming up and discussing the distribution of the portfolios among the allies of NDA. So what we have been witnessing in the past 2 days, ever since things became clear about the NDA's role as far as the government formation is concerned and how they are going to form and when they are in fact going to move to form the government, one thing had become clear, that there are some negotiations that are yet to take place as far as the distribution of portfolios are concerned. Now, given the fact that Bharatiya Janata Party does not have a full majority mandate and they require allies to form the government, that has given a lot of leverage to the regional allies to ask for more berths, to ask for more portfolios, and that is what has been happening. However, the BJP, being the largest party across the country with 240 seats, also does not come to buckle under a lot of demands that are being consistently being made by the allies. There are certain top portfolios that the Bharatiya Janata Party would like to keep for themselves as far as running of the government is concerned, including the key portfolios like the Finance Ministry, the Home Ministry, Defense Ministry, and so on. However, when it comes to the allies like JDU, like Chirag Paswan's party or the TDP, they also have certain ambitions as far as their respective ministries that they want are concerned. For example, Nitish, according to sources, Nitish Kumar has been asking for the Railways Ministry, he has been asking for the Agriculture Ministry, and Chandrababu Naidu has been asking for the Aviation Ministry. Now, historically, TDP has earlier as well held the aviation portfolio, and in fact that perhaps is the reason why they would be interested in a portfolio like the Aviation Ministry, along with a junior ministry's charge in a ministry like Finance Ministry. So all of these hectic parleys are to take place today. These are prerequisite for an alliance government to form a majority government in the parliament, and after the negotiations are done, we also expect the member of parliaments and the leaders of the allies to hand over their letter of support to the Bharatiya Janata Party President JP Nadda, who himself will be presiding these meetings that are going to take place at his residence. So quite interesting the way these negotiations are taking place, Preeti. But one thing is quite clear, that the NDA is moving quite fast as far as the government formation is concerned. They don't want to delay the process, and it is likely that the government formation will take place this weekend itself, with invitations being sent already to several of the neighboring countries like Mauritius, Maldives, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and others. So what we are expecting now is soon these negotiations and these demands will be met, and these demands will be done for as far as the government formation is concerned, so that the government can actually focus on starting the third government under the NDA umbrella with the regional allies along with the smaller parties.
All right, Akshay, as there is a little uncertainty over government formation as of now, but one thing is certain, and that is the participation of India's neighbors in the swearing-in ceremony that is expected to be held this week. Let us get more from you. We've told our viewers and we've shown them a detailed report as to how this has been, this has been followed for the last 2 times, and this time around also. the leaders from the neighboring countries will be participating, and we will be witnessing the swearing-in ceremony of the Prime Minister this time around as well. So let us get more from you. How far will it further strengthen our neighbourhood first policy, and how far will it further, stem and strengthen India as a country that favours and that works towards its interest with its neighbours?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. It just said to strengthen the relations of India with its neighbors, but it's always, it's not always that India expects something in return, or
Yes.
some motive to be fulfilled when when Indian leadership has been inviting the neighboring countries. It has been out of respect, out of a gesture of respect to the neighboring nations. For example, in 2014, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi formed the government with a full majority, he did not discriminate. He invited all the SAARC members, including the rivalry that has been going on with Pakistan, since the independence, despite the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi invited Pakistan as well, along with Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and other SAARC nations too. In the second term, then BIMSTEC, the sort of area widened as far as the invitation are concerned, but still the essence of it was the neighboring nations that remained in focus, with the BIMSTEC grouping nations coming for the swearing-in ceremony in 2019 as well. And it is to be repeated again this year, because this has been a consistent effort by the government of India to ensure that India, being a larger regional ally, shows equal amount of respect to all of its neighbors, because the relations that India has with the neighboring countries is out of mutual respect and coordination with these countries. So that is being exhibited once again. That is being re-emphasized once again, that the government has been is getting formed once more. The same government that has been keeping neighborhood first policy as a center stage of its foreign policy, and that is likely to continue in the next 5 years as well. So that is a larger outreach effort that's being done by the government of India as far as the swearing-in ceremony is concerned.
All right, Akshay, we leave it here. We'll come back to you again during the day to get more on the NDA meet that is slated to take place today. Thank you for joining in with those updates as of now. And up next, we take